So last summer, we visited with the Dairy Focus team. We visited 20 farms in Illinois, North, South, and Central Illinois. And then we asked them if they fed differently their calves during the winter months than during the rest of the year. And surprisingly, 15 out of the 20, or 75%, didn't do anything different, fed a different product, or even increased the amount of milk. So I think that's a great opportunity for those farmers to increase the growth of the calves, not just the growth, but also the health of the calves, by feeding differently during the winter months. So that is important because remember, the calf has its maintenance. So the maintenance is all the energy and the supply needed for immune functions and for growth and for the calf to be alive. During the winter months, and we have we call the thermoneutral zone. So that's the temperature where the calf is neither needing more energy for heat or energy to cool down during the summer, for example. So during the winter, the calf needs to generate some energy to heat himself or herself, because usually, in dairies you have the heifers. But so that temperature is around 59 degrees. So today, for example, with this freezing rain, 32 degrees, your calves are cold stressed. That's for sure. You are putting according to the body weight of the calf and the temperature outside, how much more milk or how much milk you should be feeding to that calf. And we are talking about the usual milk replacer that is 20% fat and 20% crude protein. They call it 20-20. So for example, a calf with 110 pounds, and if outside is 50 degrees, with the milk replacer, so the MR there is related to milk replacer, the WM is whole milk. Remember, the whole milk, we have more components, so you need a little bit less. But for that calf, 4 quarts would be okay at 50 degrees. But if you go to 41 degrees, now you need 4.26. And if you keep getting colder, you are needing more and more and more of that milk. So that's kind of that's one table that helps you out to figure out, hey, as it gets colder, I need to feed more of the same product or to give a more dense product. Usually farmers, they notice that during the winter, calves, they eat a little bit more of the starter, okay? And what they're trying to do is trying to compensate that. But remember, starter intake can be variable, and your product can be not as energy dense as you can do with the milk. And remember, younger calves, they're not going to be eating starter yet. So they're going to be missing that extra energy from the starter. The other factor, we're talking about nutrition, but also housing is really important. So you want to have that calf in a good bedding, dry bedding with a lot of straw. So that straw builds up kind of a hot air mattress, so she can get warm in that sense as well. The other thing is water consumption is directly related to starter intake. So, and that kind of tough in the winter, because if you have your buckets outside and the water is frozen, calves are not drinking water. They need to drink water in order to eat starter, the grain. So that's kind of thing. You are expecting them that they're going to eat more grain, but if they don't have adequate water, they're not going to eat that extra grain, And then what's going to happen is your calves are not going to grow, and they're going to get more sick. So that extra 1 pound that you can be getting more 1,500 pounds of milk, you're going to lose that.